Good afternoon, boys and girls, friends, lovers, children of all ages. Speak for the trees, speak for the world, speak for peace, not war. Doesn't necessarily matter if you've got the top of the barrel when it comes to oil or money. We gotta have peace in the world. I think that's the message today. Peace in the world.
Good.
Lots and lots of people came out today.
Yeah.
Yay.
My friends asked me advice. I'm like, I got nothing. 5. Oh, last round 3. 5 of us total. 3.
Tay Anderson and Robert Chase. Robert has a bullhorn today. Oh, that's always entertaining.
Good luck with it.
Nice shirt. I have that one. So I'm just gonna stroll around. I guess we're gonna have some speakers coming up. So we'll see how things come along. It's a nice little crowd today, everybody. They're honking.
Yeah, last year it's worth it.
I'm gonna snag one of these from you. Thank you. I'm gonna read some info on this here for you in a second, folks. As we get ready for speakers and bullhorns and all those fun things. Oh, now that's a lovely sign. This is what we need, is more artisans in the world speaking out with their creativity. I love. Oh, and it's wait. We gotta come get some better shots of that. It moves. That's the BE heading of the orange carrot stick. It looks like. Can you get that in there? Yeah, look at that. It moves. No Iran war. Lock them up. All right. I think the message there may or may not be that. You got to be a good negotiator not to go starting wars. Yeah. Might have seen that on a tweet or two. So we are here. The people say no war to Iran. U.S. troops out of Iraq. Hi, John. Good to see you. Everybody, we're so glad you're here. We'll pass out some opportunities. We're waiting on speakers and what their intents are today. I'm going to show you this handout that's being passed around. Trump starts war with Iran, all out to protest. Bring the troops home now, end colonial occupation. Trump administration and Pentagon have moved to start a war with Iran by assassinating Qassem Soleimani, the top military leader of that country. If Iran openly assassinated a top U.S. general and bragged about it, there's no question that the United States would initiate a full-scale war. Trump and the Pentagon have acted illegally in violation of the Constitution, the War Powers Act, and international law. The targeted assassination and murder of a central leader in Iran is designed to initiate a new war. Unless the people of the United States rise up and stop it, this war will engulf the whole region and could quickly turn into a global conflict of unpredictable scope and potentially the gravest consequences. The Pentagon High Command is recklessly bragging about this illegal targeted assassination in the most crude and false manner. This strike was aimed at deterring future Iranian attack plans, stated the lying generals. They know that the objective of the strike is just the opposite. They want a war with Iran, a country of more than 80 million people. Trump wants it too because he thinks it will guarantee his re-election in 2020. For all who believe in peace, for all who are opposed to yet another catastrophic war, now is the time to take action. On Saturday, January 4th, in cities across the country, there will be protests against a new war in the Middle East and calling for the withdrawal of all U.S. troops and bases in the region. No more U.S. troops to Iraq or the Middle East. U.S. out of Iraq now. No war, no sanctions on Iran. This is the Answer Coalition. Act now to stop war and end racism. There's their number. Twitter, and email.
You can read it
And
down below.
again,
Punctuation mark.
I am reading their statement as it's being handed out here live. Can be conscious of what the call is today. I believe there's probably some variable beliefs on getting out of all areas and all regions.
Some are calling for the removal of the anti-president.
Well, you know, we have that too.
I am calling for the removal of the
That's why you got a megaphone today, right?
Yes. No war with Iran! Remove the anti-president now!
I wanted a picture too.
Be careful,
No
frail
war in
little
Iraq.
man. I know.
No war in Iraq. No war in Iraq.
I know where.
No war in Iraq.
And that I might be swept up in.
How you doing? Good to see you on.
No war with Iran!
How you
No
doing, huh?
war with Iran!
Good afternoon, everybody. We are live. We are downtown.
Fake president!
Okay, folks, we are here. Just waiting for the speakers to get moving. Give you an idea what the crowd looks like.
It looks more impressive that way.
No war! 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 No war!
We're gonna go ahead and get started. I'd like to thank you all for being here today. My name is Lillian. I am an organizer with the Answer Coalition. That's Act Now to Stop War and End Racism. We want to thank our local co-hosts today. We have Code Pink Women for Peace, the Democratic Socialists of America, Denver Peace Council, Food Not Bombs, Occupy Denver, and the Party for Socialism and Liberation. celebrate today as part of a national day of action, standing against a new U.S. war in the Middle East. As we speak, people are holding protests in at least 72 cities across the country. Bring the troops home! When Trump launched an airstrike, killing Iran's top military leader, Qassem Soleimani, this was a blatant initiative of war, a violation of the Constitution, the War Powers Act, and international law. And it is a crime against the 80 million people of Iran. 4,000 additional troops to the Middle East. This is on top of the more than 20,000 already stationed there. There's no telling what's going to come next. The U.S. has no right to be in the Middle East, no right to be bombing countries, imposing sanctions, assassinating military leaders, overthrowing governments to control the region's resources and its people.
That's right.
We are here because we know that unless the people of the United States rise up and we stop it, the U.S. will begin a war with Iran, engulf the entire region. And this war could quickly become a global conflict of unpredictable scope with potentially the gravest consequences. Hundreds of thousands of Iranians flooded the streets yesterday to condemn the U.S. assassination, and thousands have been in the streets across Iraq. We are with them! So we're going to hear from some speakers, and then we're going to march. All right. Our first speaker, we'd like Dr. Remo Wadan from the Colorado Palestine Club. Thank you, guys.
So, desperate for a win after several embarrassing fails, Trump continues to target Iraq and Iran as a means to detract the American public. With no world leader on his side, with no intelligence reports provided, with no communications to the Senate or House, Trump acts as a dictator with his sloppy-loving war-loving poons, Bolton and Pompeo by his side. Two lapdogs that would enjoy nothing more but to ignite chaos and bloodshed in the Middle East. Trump claims that he took it to avoid war and not start another war. We know the truth. The resurfacing truth of these actions is whenever our presidents are in a mess, they look to the Middle East to flex their imperial muscles and take out insecure, innocent mass casualties in the Middle East. As a Palestinian, we know nothing more but the truth. We know exactly where they stand and what they want to do. We've done this in Afghanistan, over 111,000 killed. 180,000 killed in Iraq. We've done this in Palestine, over millions displaced and hundreds killed by U.S.-backed Israeli forces. Our hands are blood and riddled with these innocent victims' lives in our midst. Yet here we are. We learned no lessons from Vietnam, Afghanistan, Iraq. We entered no reason into these countries but to perpetuate the cycle of death and keep funding our defense budget. That's right. We stand here again, assassinating generals such as Qassem Soleimani with no evidence that there was an imminent threat. We stand here again, watching our government act as a rogue government with a message that we do not abide by the international law. We stand again, ignorant to the facts provided by the Afghan report. Where our intervention was not called for, but it was actually illegal. We stand here again, that our presence in Iraq was not backed by intelligence. No. We stand here again watching another government instigate a war with another sovereign nation, Iran. We stand here again and we will stand for the next years to come, saying enough is enough, no more bloodshed in the Middle East.
No more bloodshed!
No more bloodshed!
We stand here telling Trump and his neocons and his hawks, Bolton and Pompeo, that the casualties against innocent lives is illegal. We stand here today condemning these unlawful criminal acts, and we stand here today because there's no justifiable reason for the United States national security or national interest warrant U.S. assassinating a top general of a sovereign nation. And that killing him is actually kicking the hornet's nest, and we know the truth. We will not support these impeachment-like democracy, where our president finds himself in a predicament. They turn to assassination plots or airstrikes in the Middle East. Nixon did it in the 70s when he was faced with the Watergate scandal and went on a 12-country tour in the Middle East, and as a distraction. Clinton did it in the 90s when he faced sex scandal, illegality, and illegally bombed Iraq. Now here we stand with President Trump impeached. With the walls of impeachment caving around him, he uses another page from an impeachment diplomacy playbook as a strike against Iran. This form of impeachment democracy is a foreign policy distraction, risks innocent lives. It is dangerous to the people who live in Iraq, Afghanistan, Iran, Palestine, and all the U.S. troops that are positioned in that region. We asked the president, remove our troops. They are not there. There is no reason for them to be there. There is no reason for them to risk their lives. Remove our troops from the region. But does our lounging Mar-a-Lago president care against our troops? No. For this, we will rise up and continue to say to the world, no justice, no peace. U.S. out of the Middle East.
No peace! No justice, no peace! U.S. out of the Middle East, no justice, no peace! U.S. out of the Middle East, no justice, no peace! U.S. out of the Middle East, no justice, no peace! U.S. out of the Middle East, no justice, no peace! U.S. out of the Middle East, no justice, no peace! U.S. out of the Middle East, no justice, no peace!
With the DSA. Come on up in.
Hello, everyone. I want to start today by telling a story about another democratic socialist. His name was Eugene V. Debs. He was a labor organizer. He ran for president 5 times. He was always an advocate for the working people. Exactly. But he was thrown in jail. You know why? He spoke out against World War I. He said that there is nothing for working people in that war. It was just a war of rich people fighting for their own gains, but all the ordinary people had to do the dying.
Right.
Same now as then. Because let me ask you, is a CEO's son going to be killed in Iraq? Let me ask you, is a Wall Street banker's son going to get his legs blown off in Iran? And let me ask you, what happens to the poor soldiers who come back, who are torn apart by this war after being lied to by going there?
They're left behind in the streets.
They're left behind. No health care, no support. There's an unprecedented amount of suicide among them. And our society leaves them behind because the rich control it. They say that we are going over there to spread democracy. We all know that's wrong, right? Where has the U.S. spread democracy? Say they're going there to preserve our freedoms. I'll have you ask them, how did your freedoms get in the Middle East? That's why we in the Democratic Socialists of America are against this war, against all of these imperialist wars in the Middle East, because they're going to be fought at your expense. All that money that can be put to help you is being made to build bombs to kill people. That's bullshit. Impeach Trump.
Impeach Trump.
Stand up and say no to this horrible war. Trump says more war. We say no war. Trump says more war. We say no war.
That's right! Now I'd like to welcome up Qassem Soleimani with the Party for Socialism and Liberation. Hi folks, my name is Maura. I'm a teacher here in Denver and I'm an organizer with the Party for Socialism and Liberation. As a teacher, I want to talk about a student of mine. I'm going to call her Fatima, although that's not her real name. Fatima is 19. She's an Iraqi refugee. She and her family were displaced from their home when she was about 3 or 4 years old. Her parents are both catastrophically disabled. Neither of them can work. She is a full-time student working at a fast food restaurant, taking care of both of her parents, translating for them at doctor's appointments, caring for her little brothers and sisters. She's also a fabulous student. She warms my heart. She laughs at my stupid jokes. And when I see her sweet face, I cannot help but remember the day in 2003 when I was a 13-year-old child and I watched the U.S. bomb Iraq on TV. Yes. And I remember what politicians said at that time, that was to bring democracy and justice to the people of Iraq.
Oh, yeah, right.
Right? Have we learned our lesson?
No.
The thing is, if you turn on the TV, the radio today, you will hear variations of that same lie.
Yes.
You will hear people saying that this is a just conflict, that Soleimani was a bad guy, right? You hear that on both sides of the aisle. We know Trump assassinated the biggest general in Iran. We know that could lead to a catastrophic war, putting 3,500 more troops into the Middle East today, bringing the total up to 25,000 American troops on the ground in the Middle East. But instead of talking about how we need to end these wars, instead of talking about how we need to get the U.S. out of the Middle East and dismantle the U.S. empire, what we hear is politicians, Democrats and Republicans, whittling on Twitter about whether this is good for stock prices, about whether this is good for gas prices, about whether this is good or bad for our diplomacy. We know, even though the ruling class has a consensus that Iran is our enemy, and the ruling class says we need to punish them, we just need to debate over whether we're going to do it with sanctions or drones or ground troops. We know Iran is not our enemy. No. We know the 80 million people of Iran are not our enemies. We want peace. That's why millions of people in Iran, hundreds of thousands, were out on the street yesterday. That's why in 72 American cities today, Americans are out on the street saying no to this war. We've been at war in the Middle East since before I was born. I do not want my child to be born into a war, a world of forever war. And you should think the same thing about your children and grandchildren. Every year, Democrats and Republicans sign $1 trillion check to the U.S. military, to people all across the world. And our corporate-owned media works overtime to think that this is normal. They try to make us think that it's moral, but it's not. And it's part of a system of capitalism and imperialism that we must break down. We have the power to change it, and that power is in the mass movement that you see today. My student Fatima is one person, and she's relatively lucky. Her pain that I see every day in my classroom is part of the long hangover of suffering caused by the U.S. military abroad, and we should not look away.
Yes.
I can't go back to 2003 and change what happened to her family, but I can stand here today and fight like hell so that it never happens to another family like hers. We know, to changing that fact, we need to build a mass movement and fight back. So thank you all for being here today. Thank you all. Thank you for standing up to show the politicians that we don't believe their bullshit. If you would like to stay in contact with folks in the Denver anti-war movement, please talk to somebody in a red shirt, sign up for our contact list, and in the words of Fred Hampton, peace be to you if you are willing to fight for it.
Do you want to take the stairwell?
I think we should take this for all.
Okay.
No justice, no peace! U.S. out of the Middle East! No justice, no peace! U.S. out of the Middle East! No justice, no peace! U.S. out of the Middle East! No justice, no peace!
Here we go, folks. It's a protest march.
No peace! U.S. out of the Middle East! No justice, no peace! U.S. out of the Middle East! No justice, no peace! U.S. out of the Middle East! No justice, no peace! U.S. out of the Middle East! No justice, no peace! U.S. out of the Middle East! No justice, no peace! U.S. out of the Middle East! No justice, no peace! U.S. out of the Middle East! No new war in the Middle East! U.S. out now! No new war in the Middle East! U.S. out now! No new war in the Middle East! U.S. out now! No new war in the Middle East! U.S. out now! No new war in the Middle East! U.S. out now! No new war in the Middle East! U.S. out now! No new war in the Middle East! U.S. out now! What do we want? No more war! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? No more war! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? No more war! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? No more war! When do we want it? Now! If we don't get it, shut it down! If we don't get it, shut it down! We don't get it, shut it down! What do we want? No more war! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? No more war! When do we want it? Now! Shut it down!
Shut it down!
Today, Donald Trump in the USA! Biggest threat in the world today! Donald Trump in the USA! In the world today! Donald Trump in the USA! Biggest threat in the world today! Donald Trump in the USA! Biggest threat in the world today! Donald Trump in the USA! The biggest threat in the world today! Louder! Trump in the USA. The biggest threat in the world today. Donald Trump in the USA. Money for Trump and education, not for war and occupation. Money for jobs and education.
Go, 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 go! Go!
Jobs and education, not for war and occupation. Money for jobs and education, not for war and occupation. Money for jobs and education, not for war and occupation. Money for jobs and education, not for war and occupation. Money for jobs and education. Money for jobs and education.
Don't stop! Keep it going! No police today, ladies and gentlemen. This is very unique. Nice line. This is a sidewalk march, but it is definitely taking several blocks. You can go that way. I don't know, Ty. Maybe later. Yes, you're absolutely right. I was kind of keeping an eye on this right here.
Why? They're not completely.
She came a lot more farther than anybody else.
You might be arrested at any moment.
One with a walker. That's not a very organized marshalling. That's right, folks. Making a noise. They're stopping traffic. They're causing attention. Right? Let's name this for what it is. It's an inconvenience. War is inconvenience. There's another live streamer, it looks like, or journalist.
How are you, love?
I'm good. I do recognize you. Robert,
go?
he's yelling at the cars that were beeping loudly. I'm surprised that we don't have a presence yet, a security presence. Let's see, they're not too far down yet. It's about to get to the 16th Street Mall, I believe. And I have a feeling that this is going to be a mass crossing. There's not going to be stopping of people in this. You stop traffic. And there it begins. I'm giving some thanks and love to everybody. Thank you for your patience. We're at war. We need to stop it. Thank you. Thank you.
This racist war has got to go. This racist war has got to go.
Just a military action, but it's a potential for war, right? We're drawing attention. A lot of people drawing attention. Sans a police escort, which is really crazy. Because, you know, if we just had 6 people blocking traffic, they'd arrest us all, right? It's a mass effort.
Why naturally should we get a police escort?
Oh, yeah, that's true. Hey, Joe.
Hey.
You can see, buddy?
Don't you come on with Korea?
Oh, my God. Seriously? Yes. Yes, we have enough people. Take the street. There's Robert Chase.
Yes, delivering the message and somehow.
That guy's not even videotaping. He's just acting like he is. That's funny as hell. You crossing the number or what? Thank you all. Fairly patient crowd today. Small, that's the slow ones. They'll become the front of the line later. It's an inconvenience when people die. Doesn't matter if they're homeless or if we're talking about going to war with another country. Sometimes you just gotta shut it down. A good plan. Good plan. I heard it. It's a good plan. Shut it down!
What do we want? Troops out! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Troops out! When do we want it? Now! If we don't get it, shut it down! We don't get it, shut it down!
On? No? That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to stand right in the middle of this one.
Hey, good to see you, buddy.
Good to see you. Hey, how's it going? Look at the kids. We love it. All right, look at that. That is what we call a well-regulated roadblock. Gonna cut through. This is blocks and blocks, right? Hundreds of people, and they're about to take over. It might be advisable to let RTD know the 16th Street Mall is closed for about 10 minutes to half an hour. Wish I had a gimbal. Our streets! Our streets! You can't come and join us! Stop the war!
US out now! US out now!
Come join us!
US out now!
When Iran is under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back!
When Iraq is under attack, what do we do?
This bus driver has some sense, that's good.
Nice shots, nice shots.
Peace in the Middle East. Thank you. That was a sweet shot, huh, folks? See all those people? They're gonna stop. Look at that little child right there. You see that child? That's why you stand down. Ted 20472. You know what to do. Call RTD. There's a person with a wheelchair. Why don't you slow down? There's a person with a wheelchair in the walkway.
Hey, come on.
We say no
stayed in line for us earlier. You're awesome. Just give us a minute and we'll be through. Thank you very much, Ms. Shauna. I appreciate you not behaving like some of your coworkers today. Thank you for this little bit of inconvenience. That's right. 22942 something. 942. 22942. Good bus driver. Sorry, you're right. Come join us. There are currently 25,000 troops in the Middle East as of today. End this bull. Did you know there are 25,000 troops in the Middle East right now? 25,000 troops! Beautiful. They're still stopping the bus on the block back there. And they're coming through. That's a full cycle, folks. This is a crowd. Somebody here smells amazing. Good. About 3 minutes, okay? Thank you. Hey! The train's gonna wait! Come on! Thank you. Yeah, no, he gave me the sign. He gave me the sign. No more war. Thank you. So we might as well just tag what's going on here, right? Keep ourselves cognizant that there are no less than 3 units currently traveling behind at a slow pace behind the lead. So we have 3 units here. 0 bikes currently, motorcycle cops. Just keeping track of everything that's going on here. And we'll head back up to the front. Denver police are on scene, so you never know what they will do. And the train waited for us. 30th area right there. That's Stout Street and 16th. Smelled highly of urea. Simultaneously, but there's only 25,000 troops that are now stationed in the Middle East. They've done a massive upsurge in the last 48 hours. Great job, guys. We appreciate you guys doing a great job. When the reporters say hello. No peace. That's the train. And now there's only one car. Did you know that there are now 25,000 troops in the Middle East? 25,000. Here's where we feed everybody in the morning. Tomorrow morning. Come get breakfast right here tomorrow morning. Okay. Right here, 9:30. Okay. He says, oh, I know. They turn on the lights to cross traffic for themselves. They get out to do nothing, and then the cars are gonna have to drive by again. Oh, they switched the lights. What stinkers. Thank God for Robert Chase. We'll give him a bullhorn.
They want me to tell them how far they're going because they.
I don't think there's there's any control at this end.
Okay. Is there someone who is leading it? We just want to know if we need to start blocking traffic.
No, I think we're doing a good job on our own. They said, do they need to direct traffic? I said, no, I think we're doing a good job on our own. That was funny. I don't know, it's up to you. Do you want to direct traffic, cops? Do you want to manage the traffic in a protest? Let's show them how they do it. They run across the lights. I think we should stop and breathe for a second. Because they just turn the lights on across the street. And I'm going to put this down right here. Let's see what happens for a second. I want my water. Battery.
We say no war.
Trump says more war.
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 We say no war.
They stopped.
Trump says more war.
We say no war.
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 Oh, I gotta get this.
We say no war.
John.
We say no war. We say no war.
Putting this on mute.
We say
Are you tired?
no.
Are you tired?
No.
All right, let's keep marching. What do we want?
No war.
When do we want it?
No!
What do we
No war.
When do we want it?
Now.
When do we want it?
No war.
When do we want it?
Now.
When do we want it?
No war.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
No war.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
No war.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
No war.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
No war.
When do we want it?
Now.
When do we want it?
No war.
When do we want it?
Now.
We don't get it.
Shut it down.
We don't get it.
Shut it down.
We don't
Brian with Vendor Occupy, and you can find me on YouTube at Cut the Plastic. There are 73 cities right now that are protesting throughout the United States and in Iran. We don't want to go to war with Iran. And tens of thousands of Iranians went out in protest of the United States assassination of one of their military leaders.
They were protesting it?
In Iran, they were protesting the assassination, and we're protesting the war.
Are we pro it, or I guess?
No, we don't need to. There's more to do in the world than fight. This is where it's gonna get interesting. Come join us. We're not done yet. Nice one. Come join us, guys, gals. Come join us.
No more wars! No more wars! No more wars! Politicians start the war! Politicians start the war!
Smile knowingly.
They don't fight, they send the war. They don't fight, they send the war.
If I told you what was about to happen, you wouldn't believe me. There are currently 25,000 troops that are now in the Middle East, and tens of thousands of Iranians came out overnight to protest the assassination of one of their top military leaders by a U.S. drone strike. We do not need another war to save the Trump presidency. Hey, Robert, your bag's open. Okay, oh, that's right.
Thanks, man. I hate that is even worse than having the loss of functionality. Having to respond to people who are only concerned for my possessions.
Come on, Robert. We're needed.
This much a long time.
Get him.
Politicians start the war!
They don't fight, they send the war.
Politicians start the war!
They don't fight, they send the sword.
Politicians start the war!
They don't fight, they send the
Politicians start the war!
They don't fight, they send the war.
Politicians start the war!
They don't fight, they send the war.
They don't fight, they send the war! Politicians start the war!
They don't fight, they send the war.
Politicians start the war!
They don't fight, they send the war.
Politicians start the war!
They don't fight, they send the war.
Politicians start the war!
They don't fight, they send the war.
Politicians start the war!
I told you you wouldn't believe it.
Politicians start the war!
They don't fight, they send the war.
Politicians start the war!
They don't fight, they send the war.
Politicians start the war!
They don't fight, they send the war.
Politicians start the war!
They don't fight, they send the war.
Politicians start the war!
They don't fight, they send the war.
Politicians
Don't tell him your route and make it up as you go. That's the lesson today, folks. Good job. Good job. That's what I'm talking about. You're never going to believe a shot like this.
Politicians stop the war.
You're going to hit the curb.
Politicians stop the war!
They don't fight, they send the poor.
Politicians stop the war!
They don't fight, they send the poor.
Politicians stop the war!
They don't fight, they send the poor.
Politicians stop the war!
They don't fight, they send the poor.
Politicians stop the war!
They send the poor.
Politicians stop the war!
They don't fight, they send the poor.
Politicians stop the war!
They don't fight, they send the poor.
Politicians stop the war!
They don't fight, they send the poor.
Politicians stop the war!
They don't fight, they send the poor.
Politicians stop the war!
So this guy's here. She can't go. He can't nowhere. I don't know where this guy's trying to go. See, look at this. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that. Really? Come on. Come on. It's Saturday, you dummies. I told you weren't going to believe that. Oh, actually, I said put on a knowing look. This doesn't happen normally. Hey, watch your backside. One lane, one lane. Yeah. No? Good. Those who know that you can't just do this every given day. This is beauty. This is poetry, ladies and gentlemen. When the rich rob the poor, it's called business. When the poor fight back, it's called violence. Mark Twain. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. You are seeing history. This is what it's like to take Union Station. You're gonna have to give me a second. I gotta tie my shoe. Close call, folks. We're charging while we walk.
It's not 8 miles.
Huh?
It's not 8 miles.
No, but it's for the people to do this. Pardon me, folks.
Too many of us didn't know what was going on and didn't stand up against it and speak out. On both sides of the aisle, Democrats and Republicans, they both hand Donald Trump the $1 trillion check for the military-industrial complex. Despite what they might say and the way they might fight against each other, we all know they're both pro-war parties. So voting in the right Democrat or the right candidate is not going to stop this war. The people are going to stop this war. This energy that we have going on here right now This is what we have to keep up. This is what we have to maintain so that every person in Union Station, dining out in 16th Street Mall, in their high-rise apartments here on the way here, in the Capitol steps, every single one of them knows that we won't take this anymore. After today, each and every one of you has to keep going the fight. You have to get organized. Only a militant, organized mass movement is going to happen. Thank you everyone for joining us today. Tell everyone you know about what's going on. Let no person go unbothered by this. And if you're interested in getting more involved with organizing, please speak to a member of the Answer Coalition or a Party for Socialism and Liberation, the red t-shirts, or just raise your hand if you're an organizer with us and come speak to one of us, please. Thank you, everyone. Go out and don't let this go away. As of now, we're done. We're going to head back towards the Capitol steps, but we're not necessarily going to march. We can just walk together. If you want to take the bus, that's fine. We can chant if you want them. We can do it all day. And if you have one of the signs of the Answer Coalition or the PSO, and please see one of us at the end to return those to us so we can keep using them in future events. Thank you, everyone.
Report.
Yeah, we're good.
Also, everyone, Monday at Geo, the concentration camp in Aurora, there's going to be a demonstration because the prison guards there are serving rotten food to the people that are illegally incarcerated there. Fuck them! Fuck them! Fuck them! Fuck guys! 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 Fuck guys!
Hey, we did it finally.
That's right.
We finally did it.
Station,
we finally
baby.
did it. We
That's
finally
right.
did it. And we got homeless people freedom to sleep. Freedom to sleep.
Hey, do you got a card on you?
It's amazing. That route was your name.
I'm Brian. I'm with Occupy Denver.
Excellent.
And we have issues, homeless, Denver Homeless Out Loud, right to the homeless.
Yep.
The courts just ruled Denver's urban camping ban unconstitutional.
We ran that headline.
And we've been protesting it for 7 years.
Yep. And we've been following Denver Homeless Out Loud, and we reported on the. I like your Patagonia shirt. Yeah, man.
So I want to just tell you that I personally was banned by courts in the from being on the 16th Street Mall during the election year while protesting this homeless election issue. And the city attorney's office sent emails between the mayor, who was running for re-election, and the members of the downtown businesses. There's a video we recently did. There's 95 emails, and the judges are hiding them. So if you want to chat later, you got an email for me.
This guy feeds people. He is an
200 a week on the 16th Street Mall.
Amazing person. Excellent. Thank you, Brian.
Thank you. Absolutely. If you're still here tomorrow, 9:30 in the morning, across outside the reserve.
Okay.
On the mall.
That's where you feed?
That's where we feed.
Sundays.
9:30 on Sundays.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, you're the man, by the way.
Thank you, man. How's it going, man?
We did it, bro. We did it.
Yeah, man.
We got him, finally. Finally we got him.
Yeah, it's good.
They had it, the unconstitutional, man. Hell yeah. It took a while.
It did take a while.
All right.
But we got it.
You go do your work.
Thank you, man. You gonna come have breakfast in the morning?
Of course.
All right, we'll see you there, man. Tell me your name again.
Ryan.
Ryan. I just heard you say it.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Excellent. You too, man.
Fiscal responsibility means that we're not putting our future generations in debt.
And what's your party you're running on?
I'm the third-party candidate, Unity Party. Long-time independent. And so when you think of policy, I'm the type of person that can understand both sides of the situation. I'm willing to reach across the aisle to make stuff happen.
Thank you very much.
No, but I'd like to get that picture. I'd like to get that picture.
Sure, who are you with?
Occupy Denver.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I have a YouTube called Cut the Plastic, but I saw you take that picture, and
Are you feeding right now?
yeah, I'm. We've been. I don't feel like we've talked before.
We might have.
I was Lisa Calderon's field director for the mayoral race. You look familiar.
Maybe that race. I initially ran for mayor of Arvada, and I've been
What district you looking for?
I'm a candidate for United States Senate.
Oh, for state senate, not U.S., not state. Okay, very cool, excellent.
Yeah, I look forward to activating it in some way.
Well, let's see how we can do that. Josh, I'm Brian.
Yep, nice to meet you.
This is my buddy Kenny behind you. We're not sweaty messes.
I said our page.
All right, let's go Joey Camp 2020, folks, if you're there. That's on the Fed book, Joey Camp 2020.
It's across the board, so it's Twitter.
Okay.
YouTube.
Yep. And that's Joshua Jared. What are you
So I'm a
journalist?
I'm a satirical candidate. I run a satirical publication called Killing Q News. As part of that, we now we just make fun of presidential candidates. Me at Joey Camp 2020. You'll find that part of my platform here is to give everybody in the whole United States a bunch of gummy bears every month. We also are all about gluing the glaciers back together and getting a whole bunch of things reorganized here. So
All right.
check out my page. It's the only blue verified page.
All right.
Yeah, Joey Camp 2020. Check it out.
All right, thanks, Joey Kid 2020. Appreciate it. And again, you can find me on Cut the Plastic on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, all that jazz. Appreciate it. How do you feel about Boulder's current stance to ban fracking outright by ballot initiative? Have you heard about this yet?
I have heard of it, yeah. I actually help candidates get into office. And so one of the things that people can do is actually...
It's hemp. It is Colorado hemp.
I'm not opposed to it.
Very cool. All right, man.
Yeah.
I got your card. We'll be in touch and just sent 100 people your direction, see what they say. So.
Yeah. What was your name?
Yeah. No, I got you.
Awesome.
Some 100% legal Colorado hemp, non-cannabis. There's no THC in there, folks.
So, did you mention you had something to do with ballot initiatives?
Yes.
Okay, what was that?
I'm Brian.
Okay, sorry, sweaty hand. I've been running around all day.
It's okay, I have too. Actually, I helped with some of my colleagues and many others. It's not marijuana, it's hemp.
No,
Yeah, I'm very serious. I am. So I helped put 112 on the ballot.
Okay. I just moved to Colorado fairly recently. So
Nice. So 112 is the safety setbacks from oil and gas extraction. They couldn't drill in our neighborhoods. Then I'm getting ready to help Maria Orms run for state senate here as a Denver rep. And we did the ballot initiative 300 to.
Oh, don't say that. Don't say that.
What?
You want to take responsibility for...
I helped get signatures. I gathered signatures.
You realize that that's why we're stuck with Michael Hancock, don't you? Very likely.
And it's the Robert Chase Show.
That's why it's being appealed and not being overturned. The urban camping. The Denver Homeless Out Loud insistence on running as a municipal initiative. The bill they have lost 3 years running in committee in the General Assembly. All right, so torpedo, get chances.
I got it. I'll be right back. Here, you want that? No, I'll be right back. Give me a second. I want.
See anything weird or anything? That's a big deal.
The Ninth Circuit has held such bans to be unconstitutional.
Okay.
Federal Circuit.
Yeah,
this is the headquarters of the 10th.
Okay, yeah, I was actually talking to somebody about this just a few minutes ago. Yeah, so it was the homeless thing.
A Denver County Court judge has thrown out, has acquitted a guy who was accused under the ban.
Jerry Burton. Yeah.
Jerry Burton. But just said that the ban was unconstitutional.
Yeah.
But the city is abusing it. But I'm just saying that the political position, the backdrop of it is that Denver Homeless Out Loud.
Folks, this has been a beautiful day today. We still have a police escort. Journalists on site. Democracy Now! Was here today. The Westward, Denver Post, all in presence. Not a lot of the news crews that were outside the beginning of the march, which is kind of sad because they missed the taking of Union Station. And that's something that happened intentionally, because folks, we know there's at least one Denver police officer watching this channel live right now. It is a proven fact that the Denver police watch channels like Cut the Plastic, especially during live feeds and actions, to tell what's going on. And with a little bit of foresight, maybe we muddled their idea to keep it all corralled easily. But it's quite interesting because they didn't even bother to show, right, till like halfway through the march. Exactly.
Brian, you guys good?
Yeah, man.
You need anything from us?
No.
You know what? I'm sorry. I saw you walking up to the car, but I was trying to get across the intersection.
No, you're good. We're just making sure everything's good.
That's all we're doing.
Yeah.
You do your thing. We're just, if you need anything.
Absolutely. And I'm going to let you know right now, this is a hemp, not a marijuana joint. Because I wouldn't want the $150 ticket for smoking marijuana in public. And I'll give you the other half if you want to test it.
No, it was peaceful enough, so
yeah,
we'll just help the group get back to
Hey, I just heard about it on social interwebs and decided to come to a live stream. So, and by the way, ladies and gentlemen, this is Commander Aaron Sanchez of District 6. Every once in a while, I leave a number on his personal voicemail, but I'm nice about it.
Not always.
Not always. No, I'm not always nice about it. Were you the sergeant who showed up the other night at the jail?
No.
Okay. Because I got videotaped inside the jail, and I'm like, well, why the fuck can't I take pictures if they can take pictures? It's quite an interesting scenario. So yeah, no, I think there's just a general community hanging out and enjoying things. I don't claim any control and responsibility other than that which I find myself in the middle of the incidents, if you will.
All right, if you don't need us, I'll let you.
No, I think we're good. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, have a good day, guys. Yes, they have to be because we're their employers. And so when we dismiss them and we just let them go, we say, we don't need you, then they're going to move along, right? And so we move them along. And you got to understand this, because when they were in the middle of the road on the 16th Street Mall, they're like, do you need us to block traffic? And I'm like, I don't know. Looks like they got it doing pretty good. And I looked at the big crowd, like, if you're not going to get out of your car and your fat lazy ass to do your own job, don't ask me for permission not to do the job, right? And I love it because I'm smoking a hemp joint, and I wanted to be very clear to the commander. Oh, by the way, this is hemp, And if you want the rest of it to go test it, you're welcome to. So that was the commander. He is available, I'm sure, for an interview if you want to ask any questions. But he actually came and asked me if everything was okay and if we needed them. And I found that hilarious. Well, you know, it's also in part, I think, because we're on the cusp of exposing something really big. There's a video, an audio file I played of a courtroom for Eric Grant, where the judge acknowledged that there were 95 emails between the mayor's office, the police department, the CAO, the DDP, Garth Properties, and the Downtown Corner Bakery in regards to protests about a ballot issue in the middle of an election season. And according to my records, Morley Bodowski was actually was with the CAO, was actually inside the corner bakery on Sunday morning while we were feeding people and helping to give instructions on how to put up barriers, what methods they might use to criminalize the protesters. And there's actually an email that I got in my discovery that said, when we get a charge on Brian Loma, we'll ban him from the 16th Street Mall. And that was in an email before I had any cases that they could do such on. Yeah, I'm about to be part of a class action lawsuit. Yeah. I will. If you want another piece of interesting tidbit news that you might make phone calls on, HSS went through a retraining this past week because they had to learn how to let people carry their marijuana into all public buildings. The City and County of Denver on November 1st, 2018 sent out an email including my attorney David Lane, and on December 30th of 2019, remember 11/1/18, they approved it. 12/30/19, I got threatened with arrest by a private security guard and banned from entrance into a building. And by the second or third, all HSS employees went through retraining on how to carry marijuana into the properties. It's real stuff. And it's the work that we like to talk about. But no, seriously, because that's an interesting kind of consideration, that it's on the Constitution, and they're having a habit of trying to take it away from people.
Yes.
If you ever just hang outside the Lindsay Flanagan Courthouse on every given day, you'll find people ditching their drugs, and either HSS or Denver sheriffs going and fishing them out. Yeah.
Never thought of it.
Yeah, anyway, folks, I think we're going to cut this live stream. It's been an hour and a half.
Do you mind if I mention something? Just
Oh, yeah, please, by all means.
So, you mentioned that you're
Thanks.
trying to get people elected into office, right?
Yes, we are.
I'm actually trying to get this guy elected, Nathan Clay. He's running for this Colorado 7th District to primary Ed Perlmutter.
What's his party?
Progressive Democrat, Bernie Sanders, AOC style, all the standard progressive policies, Medicare for all, getting out of wars, obviously, which is why we're here protesting today, education, reforming the election system so that people everywhere will be more motivated to vote. So all the good progressive stuff. And,
Okay, and tell me his name again. You got a card on you?
Yeah, Nathan Clay.
Okay, no, you're good. Keep going. We got all day in the world, all the time in the world.
Yeah, so there's our card.
Okay.
And he's actually got a fancier thing.
Yeah. If you're curious here, it has my platform on the inside, a little better description of what's going on.
So he's actually live streaming right now. So.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, you might as well just go for it. NathanClayForCongress.com.
Yeah, I'm Bernie Sanders, AOC style, progressive Democrat.
That's what he said. Tell me something new.
Just running for U.S. House in the 7th District. I mean, do you have particular questions about policies? I mean, I support the Green New Deal. I support.
Okay, so talk to me about transitioning communities at large scale off of natural gas heating. What in the Green New Deal, and what methodologies do you think are going to work so that we can reduce greenhouse gas emissions from methane gas propane and whatnot from frack. You know, why do we? Because we got to end fracking, but the only way to end fracking is to get rid of natural gas heating as a primary source for homes across America.
Right, and I believe that politicians like AOC and Bernie Sanders have laid out very realistic trajectories for the next 10, 20, and 30 years to transition our homes' electricity production and our heating away from fossil fuels, away from natural gas, to renewable energies. So really, it's about mobilizing the forces within our economy that other nations are already way ahead of us on. This isn't science fiction. This is just about getting the money together, not to make it possible, but to make it possible fast enough to make a difference.
Oh, no, that's an answer that I like, because I currently have a plan for a factory. I need $10 million right now. It's proven technology to take plastics and stop making them out of oil and gas and make them out of hemp.
Right, yeah.
Right, but there's no infrastructure.
Right, I mean,
so how do we move that forward faster?
Well, I mean, this is about public investment in new technologies, right?
Okay.
I mean, and helping industries transition. Just like we need to help individuals transition out of particular industries, we need to help industries transition at large. So making things at scale with hemp is difficult right now because it's just been a couple of years that we've been able to really legally do this.
He knows what he's talking about, folks.
So we really need to be investing, not just legalizing these industries and allowing people to do it, but we need to be transitioning funds into these industries because they're going to create jobs and they're going to create alternatives that we can use to maintain the standard of living that we have right now without basically setting the world on fire while having a sustainable society. I mean, everyone wants there to be convenience, but so far we haven't matched that with everyone's desire to have a sustainable society and a sustainable economy. But these things are possible. This isn't about eliminating the things that we've gotten used to. This is about doing it in a way that is sustainable. Because, I mean, you know, no, we're not asking people to live without lights or heat.
Right.
Right. We're just trying to generate.
You got to put solar panels on everybody's house.
Absolutely.
And you got to convert their in-home systems. Oh, that was almost an accident. How do you like that? Uber driver versus yellow cab, and they're still going on. That's beautiful. And back to
Nathan Clay. Yes.
Nathan Clay. Yes.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. So you know, I think that the people understand that when it's explained to them by somebody who isn't in the pocket of some corporation, to say that, you know, we can do all of the things that we're doing today. We can actually do the things that we're talking about doing in the future while still, you know, protecting the planet, protecting our ecosystems. And really, when you talk to people about what are we going to be doing 10, 20, 30 years from now, it's not a secret. People know we're going to be doing electric cars. We're going to be doing wind turbines. We're going to be doing solar panels. This isn't science fiction. Everyone already knows that we're doing this. Let's mobilize.
So what do you think is one of the most necessary changes in national or even regional regulations about localized electric generation that will propel the advancement of transition?
We need to ban fracking. I mean, if you're talking about a regulatory approach, we need to ban fracking.
It's interesting, okay.
And we need to eliminate subsidies for the oil and gas industry.
I'm going to throw something else at you, and that is that we need to eliminate the 10% rule for solar and wind electric generation on rooftops or on personal property. So currently, for example, in Colorado, a person can't produce more than 10%. They can produce 110% of what they consume.
Okay.
And that,
not more is what
but not more.
Yeah.
So
scrap that.
So the problem is that you can't implement, for example, somebody's desire to get off natural gas to electric heating systems if they can't immediately upgrade their system based on a guesstimate of what that infrastructure will cost.
Right.
So you have to make modifications in those allowances while the grid is being enhanced at the same time.
Absolutely.
So that's just one thought I'll share with you.
No, that's great, and I'd love for you to reach out with any more ideas that you could think of that would work specifically in this region, things that address the issues that we're seeing specifically here.
So what I'm going to do?
Obviously, I think that is really only in place to protect the profits of the energy production industry.
It is.
And we need, especially when it comes to energy production, when it comes to healthcare, when it comes to education, when it comes to the most vital aspects of our society, we need to eliminate the profit motive.
Yes, that's a good answer. A finger a day keeps the popo away. How do you feel about that?
I think it sounds like a clever thing to say.
Okay, good catch there. Good catch there.
Like a true politician.
Yes, because you couldn't get away with saying "Happy Fuck the Cops Day."
No, I mean I could. I run a satirical campaign.
Exactly.
Fuck the police.
Right there you go.
So we can't 2020.
All right, man. Hey, I give you my card.
Yeah,
Nice to meet you.
chatting, yeah.
And
please reach out at some point.
well, yes, I have. I hate paper. If you notice my card, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, that's real hemp.
Nice.
Colorado hemp.
Nice. Yeah.
Which is also what I'm smoking, because if I had a joint in my hand, I'd get a $150 ticket for smoking pot in public. Nice to meet you, Nathan.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for doing this.
No, indeed,
That's
absolutely.
awesome. Yeah.
We'll try to come to my page, so you can take out a clip of your interview or whatever.
Will do.
Give me some credit. We'll work on it back and forth.
Totally, we'll do.
Fantastic.
Thanks.
Have a good day.
Have a good one.
You too. Because we will help the local politician for sure.
I'm Robert Chase.
Did you want to get a pitch on too? Did I get you already on a pitch?
I don't think so, no.
Okay, well, you're live with about 100 people on.
Hey, 100 people online. My name's Josh Rodriguez. I'm a candidate for United Senate. I'm out here marching with No More War, and we're downtown at the Denver station. I'm here to tell you that we will leverage our children's future if we start a war. We need to get out of Baghdad. We need to leave that facility. We need to get our troops out. We do not need to allow Iran to retaliate with another United States citizen or a military service person at risk. We need to leave and leave now.
All right. Thanks, Josh Rodriguez, for U.S. Senate. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to watch the Robert Chase show for a second. Did you have anything else to say?
Just go to Joey Camp 2020 and follow my satire. I make fun of Trump. I make fun of everybody.
Yeah.
Don't take offense.
All right.
It's just fun.
Very good. Folks, we've cleared out. Everybody's out of gone, out of trouble. It's quiet. The commander came and said hi. How you doing? Right? I mean, let's face it. The commander came and asked me if we needed him. It was really nice. He recognized I should be asking things, but for fun. It's been a nice 2-hour feed. I suppose there's probably some good clips to come out of this. I mean, we had a squad car circled, right? We had the commander come up. We had police officers come out and ask if they needed to patrol traffic for a protest of like 5,000 people or whatever it was. It was a couple of blocks. Maybe it wasn't 5,000. I think it was about 2. Maybe only 1,000. I don't know. Whatever it was fun. Just glad that you're all out there. Thanks, Darlene, Taryn Diskoff, Shardy McStuckin, MD. You guys, it's been a blast. I'm going to go have a beverage of my choice with my friend Robert Chase and pretend like the world is in a good place for half an hour, maybe an hour, till I yell at him and have to walk away. All right. Thank you, everybody. We really appreciate you. Don't forget to hit those likes and shares and resub each other.